Lewis Hamilton, famed race car driver, he
one of the most famous and rich athletes in the world. We should say that before we get into him.
Also, kind of the male version of Rihanna. That
Without a doubt.
He dates a lot. I mean, he is...
Was connected to Rihanna for a little while.
He was.
Yeah.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble for a comment that he made, kind of shaming his nephew for wearing a dress. This is how it went down.
I'm so sad right now. Look at my nephew. Why are you wearing a princess dress? Is this what you got for Christmas? Why did you ask for a princess dress for Christmas? Boys don't wear princess dresses!
Yeah, so the video is pretty upsetting if you think about the fact that he's putting his nephew on blast for asking for something that, you know, is maybe not gender stereotypical for Christmas, but it's really, he got really taken down on Twitter for making this video. And today he actually released an apology saying that he was just doing a playful video and he didn't mean to offend anyone and certainly doesn't feel that anyone should be criticized for, you know, how they choose to identify, etc. But it's really...
He should be apologizing to that kid. That's who he should be apologizing to. Because it takes a guy like that and shames him like that and puts his, you know, he's trying to mold his mind that young, tell him that this is wrong.
Yeah,
should be ashamed of himself.
I got to tell you, his statement, and I think, Sean, you said this, was more that he said it was more of a joke.
Yeah, and I thought that was a cop-out.
I mean, I don't think it's a cop-out. I just don't think it's true.
It's not true at all.
He wasn't joking.
First
he
of all,
really had that
But he was
feeling.
trying to play it off like he was joking, and the tone in that video is really mean.
There's a word, he said sad. He said, I'm really sad.
That's not a joke.
That's not a joke.
There's nothing joking about it, and people are pointing out that the kid's laughing, and the kid's laughing because he doesn't know what's going on.
The kid's laughing because he's looking at his uncle right there.
Exactly.
And
he doesn't understand.
Right. And so,
but now look, there are all sorts of ways of looking at this. You know, I think it's terrible, but at the same time, I think that there are a lot of people who haven't been able to wrap their heads around this kind of that the traditional way that boys grow up and girls grow up and everything else, that it's changed.
Yeah.
And society has changed. And I think there are a lot of people like Lewis that probably feel exactly that way.
By the way, Harvey, I was at a kid's birthday party in Los Angeles this weekend, and there was a kid there who's probably 7, 8 years old, a little boy in a dress. And guess what? All the kids treated him normal. All the adults treated him normal. It was totally fine. The kid's doing what he wants to do. Everyone's being supportive of it. No one shamed him about it. He was and the kid was happy, by the way.
I think we live on the coast, and I think that, you know, sometimes we're a little bit more progressive with things. And I have seen a lot of people out there who've gotten Lewis Hamilton's back over it. My point about this is, I do not agree with what Lewis Hamilton said. I think it's silly to say what he said, especially to a family member, to put him on blast like that.
Well, more than silly, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
To put a child on the internet like that, by the way, I think just to put his face out there is just really horrific.
For Lewis Hamilton to vocalize this on his Instagram is so beyond stupid.
But look, it's like, is there really a difference between that and certain basketball players, famous ones, that just a couple of years ago were hurling homophobic remarks?
Harvey, Lewis Hamilton is connected to Kendall Jenner, right? Weren't they like super tight? Didn't they date?
They're friends.
And then Kendall Jenner's dad,
very pro-LGBT rights.
Right, and then Kendall Jenner's dad is famously...
No, you're right. Listen,
and Kendall is very close with Frank Ocean, who's openly gay.
I am not defending it. I'm just saying I think there's a lot of views out there that have this kind of ancient traditional underpinning.
Well, I mean, there are, but that doesn't mean that
it's wrong.
But
I think it's interesting, though, the fact that you're involving a child in this. I agree with what you're saying, Harvey, about like the homophobic slurs, but when you're actually not just even tweeting about it, but you have almost 6 million followers, and you put the child on video, that's cruel.
And also, we blurred the kid's face, by the way. When Lewis Hamilton posted a video, he showed the kid's face.
And he expressed disappointment. I just think that's so powerful. Remember now, he wasn't joking. He expressed disappointment. He said, I'm sad.
Toxic masculinity, you guys.
I wish he would, rather than saying it was a joke, I wish he would have said, you know what, this opened my eyes, and I feel like I've learned something really important.
Use it as a teachable moment.
Yeah, but to say pass it off as a joke, because it wasn't.
If that's how you feel, double down. Say, I think boys
just be
just
true,
like
be
boys.
honest, right? You know, like be authentic one way or the other.
Yeah, Ricky from Minnesota. I agree. I agree 100% with Harvey, what he said regarding Lewis Hamilton. That is wrong. That's his nephew. His nephew was on TV, you know, on the net. I mean, you don't do that to your own nephew, your own people. Come on, when we were kids, we all wore all sorts of things, man. And to say something like that is absolutely wrong.
It is wrong.
Hey, by the way, guys, Happy New Year to you all, and I hope you're having a great holiday.
Hey, and by the way, Ricky, right back at you. And We're 27th of December. Take the Christmas stuff down. Let's go. Let's go. Take it down. Take it down. Take it
No,
down.
you get to keep it till New Year.
No, come
This
on.
was 2 days
Take
ago.
it down. They're finally playing music on this on radio again. Jeez. Okay, taking a break.